afternoon, everyone. Welcome to NSR Programmer presented by Nehemiah STEM Research. Today I'm going to be taking you through a live demo of an AI agent that's basically an AI CV generator. So it generates CVs. So I already have the project set up, as you can see in the code here. Basically, I wanted to show you that it's working fully. I'll try and explain or summarize what's going on with the code as well, but yeah. So this file that you're seeing on the screen, server.js, is basically the heart of our AI CV generator. So it acts as the backend server that receives user input, then sends it to OpenAI, or what most people know as ChatGPT, and then returns a generated CV. In simple terms, we have an environment set up. So if you see here from line 5, it loads the environment. So it loads the file starts by loading the required tools. Line.env or .environment loads the API key from the .environment file, which is in here. I won't show it because I have an active API key there, so for security reasons I won't open this file. But yeah, this is where it's loading the OpenAI API key from. And then Express creates a web server. This creates a web server. Then Node fetch sends requests to the OpenAI API. Let me show it from here. Because the inputs are Express creates the server, this here, then sends request to the OpenAI API key. So line 8 allows the server to read the JSON sent from the browser, and then line 9 serves the index, the HTML file, which is a simple static HTML file or front end where we collect the user inputs from. So yeah, so it's collecting from here, this folder, static. So we have a basic simple HTML that has a form that then gets information that's inputted in that form. Yeah, and then of course the cascade styles to style the page. So this setup ensures that the app can run locally and then accept requests and serve the front end. in line 11, of course that's loading the API key. So it reads the API key securely from the environment file here. It reads it from here. So if there's no key, then like if we don't put the key there, API key, then we won't get any generation, no completions, AI completion. Then the main functions of the project or server file lives in here. App, post API, generate CV. So it's the main route for CV generation. So this route, you can scroll. So you can see from up here, so it starts from line 13 and then goes all the way down up to 59. Yeah. So that entire block, what it's doing is, it receives user details. You'll see when I load the page. It receives the user details, which is name, role, experience from the front end here. When I load the server, you'll be able to see how the entire workflow. And then it builds a prompt. Yeah. So here in here you can see this is the prompt that we're using to generate the CV. It's a simple prompt, says create a clean professional CV for, and then this is the information it collects from the front end. Yeah. These are the variables, name, then the role, and then experience, and then we tell it to use bullet points, concise language, and section headers. Yeah. Then of course it sends that request to OpenAI, then receives the AI generated CV back, and then sends the CV text to the browser. So that's what's happening here in summary. So this line actually here is where I would say is where when the server receives the AI completions or whatever AI generates, then this here is where it extracts what the AI from OpenAI generated or completed, and then it extracts it from here. I just wanted to share that as well. And then of course after that, this last line is what starts the server. Yeah, this is what starts the server. So in general summary, this server receives user details, sends them to OpenAI, retrieves the AI generated CV content, and then returns it to the browser while serving the entire front end. And here are these are the packages that are required to run this project. So of course this is the NPM. NPM stands for Node Package Manager. So this is the project name, AI CV Generator Demo. We'll give it a version number and then a description. It's a demo for generating CVs using AI. And main, that is the entry file for Node if someone imports the package. And the type, it's a module. So this is important. It tells Node to use ES module syntax, which is import and or export instead of require. Then the scripts, these are the shortcuts you run when you run with the npm run script. So we have dev, so npm run dev, this is for the server, and npm start, that's for the Node server, the JS. And some dependencies. So those are the packages required to run the app.env. This is the version of .env, then express, and then node fetch, as you saw here at the top, the imports. Yeah, so that's what you're seeing here, the dependencies. So again, .env loads the environment file or the environment. Express is the web framework, and then node fetch is fetch in Node to call OpenAI. And the dev dependencies, NodeMon is a dev-only tool. It only automatically restarts the server during development. Yeah. So maybe I can explain this as well, just quickly. So this is our front end. So this is what the users will be seeing when we run, and so this is where they'll input the information from. So this index.html file is a simple static front-end file located in our public folder. So it's providing three inputs: the name of the user, the desired role the user wants to apply for, and a short paragraph excuse me, of their experience as a working person, and then a generate CV button. So here is the name, the role they're applying for, and then experience, and then this is a button to generate. So when clicked, JavaScript here will collect input values and then send the post request to our API here. So this is our JavaScript here. That's this block here. What it's doing is, as I was saying, it when we click the generate CV button, the JavaScript will collect the input values and then send a post request to this link or this API. If you remember, it's from our server here. Here you can see, right? And then places the returned CV text inside this pre-block here. Go back up here. So it places whatever our server returns in here. So it's easy to read and copy. The file is served directly by Express because of the app.use express.static and public. Yeah. So then this is the style. This just basically gives front end like design. It's what's giving the page. When I load the server, you'll be able to see it. So it's a small style sheet. So that makes that basically the page to look a bit better, professional, like color and all that, organization based. So summary of the entire workflow: the user enter inputs on the page. That is the name, desired role, and then a short paragraph, or even a long one, depending on the experience they have, and then they click generate CV. The browser sends a request. The page JavaScript will send a post request to API generate CV, which is served by Express, Node.js Express. The server receives the request. Server.js passes the JSON body, validates inputs, and constructs a clear prompt for the OpenAI model. The server calls OpenAI using the fetch method. The server posts the prompt to OpenAI's chat completions endpoint with using the API key from OpenAI. OpenAI responds. The model returns a structured text, the CV in here. You can open it again and show you. Data, choices, message, content. And then the server returns a CV. That is the server, this file here, server.js, sends the CV generated text back to the browser as JSON. Browser displays the result, but the front end passes the JSON and then displays the CV inside the pre-tag that I showed you here. In here. For easy reading or like copying, let's say like you can copy it and then put it in a PDF editor or something. So let's say like if you wanted to make this better before I run it, because right now all it does is it generates and then you can copy or read the content. So let me run the server. So it's currently running on port 5000. Oh, I need to share that screen as well. Let me see. where you can see it. Cool. Yeah, so it's running on port 5000, so yeah, we'll load that here. So if we run that, here's my window. Okay, yeah, this is it. So we have a simple form, a simple static website here. Enter my name. Let's see. Applying for the role of software engineer. Yeah. I'm going to get sample data to pass in there for experience. So yeah, so it says RTL experience building full stack application with Node.js, Express, React, SQL, with SQL databases. I designed and deployed REST APIs, implemented authentication, and third party, blah 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 blah. So I'll click this button. So you're probably wondering what's happening after clicking, because people usually expect like a load icon and all that. So I didn't include that, but yeah, those are some of the things that we can, improve on later. Like if we want to really make the page interactive and all, those are the sort of things we add. So yeah, so this is what our AI CV generator has returned for us. So like I said, it got my name. So as you can see, it has set in some more information, like it has added for us placeholders, because I understand CVs require more information than just your name and experience. So it has added the address. These are placeholders. So when we copy this text, we could even add a copy button function if we wanted to. Yeah, so these are just some of the things that we could add. We could add a feature, let's say, to like download it as a PDF as well. So yeah, as you can see, it's working well. If we go back to the terminal, there are no errors, or there are no error logs or bugs at all. So yeah, this is just a simple project. Not much goes on, not much required. A simple server, a JS file, loads the environment, which is the OpenAI key, So yeah, this is a pretty healthy CV, I believe. It's well organized. So the more detailed our prompt is, like we could tell it to even, I don't know, yeah, you can see it even added certification. Yeah, you can even add the projects that software engineer, as a software engineer, like what are the projects you've built, you can list them there. And then of course you can see at the end here it tells you, please replace placeholders like your address, recent company, etc. with actual information. So yeah. So the more information we feed it, the more information we get back. The better the prompt, the better the results. So yeah, that's our AI CV generator. It's a simple static website with a Node.js server, Node.js Express server, doing all the back-end work. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. As well, we offer free, okay, not free, sorry about that. We offer courses on AI training as well. We have fall intake currently ongoing. We'll include the the links in the description below. So don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment as well in case you have any questions. Thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed evening.